And in for Cody Oliver, actually, it is Clayson Davis and Paul James with you with KDSJ Local Sports as we got an exciting doubleheader on the docket for today as we have the Red Cloud Crusaders coming into town and taking on the Spearfish Spartans as it's our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off right here on KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and also online at KDSJ980.com, as well as the mobile app, as well as we're also streaming on KDSJ-TV on YouTube, as well as Facebook. Good evening and welcome into the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, the official sports medicine provider to several high schools in the Black Hills of Northeast Wyoming. As we're up top of the Spearfish High School gym, as again we're getting ready to watch the girls basketball match, the first one of two matches here today on KDSJ Sports, as the 5-3 Spearfish Lady Spartans take on the number 2 team in Class A in girls basketball, the Mahpiya Luta, also known as Red Cloud Crusaders, 10-0 on the year and ranked second in Class A. Joining me in the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth with us from our sister station, Eagle Country, we have Mr. Paul James helping us out on KDSJ-TV, running camera number 2. And Paul, welcome into the broadcast booth.
Thank you, Clayson. Yep, ready to go. Seeing a couple of games tonight here on the home court for the Lady Spartans, and then, of course, the boys to follow this one. But, yeah, first game going to be a test for Spearfish as they go up against a great number 2 in the state team, Red Cloud Crusaders, Mahpiya Luta, as they took down number 3 here earlier, I guess it'd be about a week ago, Vermilion, and beat them by 20-odd points or something like that. So, it's sure to be a tough match for the Lady Spartans here tonight, but if they want to get anywhere in Class AA, they're going to have to face the best of Class A, and they got one of them here tonight.
Yeah, again, it's our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off right here on KDSJ Sports. Again, that is 980 AM, 103.5 FM on the radio dial, and then also online at KDSJ980.com, as well as the mobile app. And then you can watch tonight's action for free on KDSJ-TV on YouTube. And also, we got Facebook back up and running on KDSJ-TV. So there is no excuse to not watch or listen to tonight's doubleheader, as again, it's our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off right here on KDSJ Sports, as we're watching down on the Spearfish High School gym. Both lady squads are getting ready to warm up, and we will lay the foundation to this matchup coming up next, and that's going to be brought to you by Heiserling Concrete, as we will hear from head Spearfish basketball coach, and that is Dakota Johnson. So we'll hear from her next. Coming up right here on KDSJ Sports, it's our Laying the Foundation segment being brought to you by Heiserling Concrete, coming up in 2 minutes right here on KDSJ Radio and on KDSJ TV.
Collision Repair has built their reputation by offering the highest quality, guaranteed repairs in the area. Satisfied customers return again and again for everything from collision repair to custom paint, glass and windshield, and the best hail repair in the region. They're preferred by most insurance companies and work with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair of Spearfish and Sturgis. Give them a Google today for the best repair on your vehicle, guaranteed.
Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is everywhere you need us to be. On the sidelines, supporting our local athletes, at our clinic locations throughout the region, and at our Ortho Express walk-in clinic when you don't have time to wait. We're here when you need us, working as a team to make your comeback stronger than ever. Getting stronger, getting better, getting you back to your best self. The life of an athlete has its uncertainties, wins and losses, injury and recovery. In the Black Hills area, athletes can always count on Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, here for whatever moves you.
For KDSJ Local Sports, Clayson Davis reporting with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off to the girls varsity matchup between the Spearfish Spartans and the Red Cloud Crusaders. I am now joined by head coach Dakota Johnson as the Spearfish Lady Spartans split 2 games this past weekend, a loss to Brandon Valley, but then turned around and won a game versus a very good Harrisburg team on Saturday. Coach, talk about the performance first versus Brandon Valley and then what you guys fixed with that matchup versus Harrisburg.
Obviously not excited about losing any game, but, got to give it to Brandon. That is a very, very good basketball team. They play at a high level, and so I think that was very good for us to see. Basically, we kind of called it state tournament prep. If we want to be a top 5 team, if we want to get to state and be successful at state, that's the level that we're going to have to get ourselves to. And so it was very good for us to go against them as we kind of go into the second half of our season to really kind of challenge ourselves and get the direction that we want to be going. It's a little bit bittersweet because you're never satisfied with a loss, but, there's not a lot of games that we lose, I think, if we put up 61 points. But obviously you can't win a lot when you give up almost 80. So, there was definitely some good things out of that we took from Brandon Valley, and obviously transferred that into our Saturday game versus Harrisburg. I thought we came out super competitive defensively, really aggressive offensively, and just kind of carried that fire from that loss Friday night into Saturday afternoon.
One thing that really stood out in between the 2 games was your defense versus Harrisburg. What was the major change between the 2 games on the defensive side of the ball?
I think once you see some of that success, and then it kind of motivates you to keep going and kind of get that momentum. And so we were able to get some stops early. We were able to hold Harrisburg to, single-digit quarters. And so I really think that the girls just kind of carried that momentum. Unfortunately, it's easy to kind of get down and discouraged a little bit when teams go on runs like Brandon did on us. I think we gave up 30 points in 1 quarter, which is just very uncharacteristic for us for sure. Even regardless of that, I thought the girls responded well.
What have you seen from your offense that you would like to see improved, especially with Red Cloud coming in today that's averaging over 70 points a game?
Obviously, just kind of similar to our defensive standpoint. Once you see the ball go in, you kind of get some of that momentum. Obviously, having Maya Kachutna on your team, playing so consistent how she is, that's been a game changer for us. And I think the other girls kind of feed off of that because, once she kind of goes off, teams pay more attention to her, and then some of our other shooters get open looks and extra chances and that sort of thing. So I think the girls are really starting to settle into more of a rhythm offensively. And, throughout any course of the basketball season, you just get more and more confidence the better that we get. So really starting to see that turn, like I said, coming into the second half of the season here.
Any injuries to report for this week? I know it's a quick turnaround compared to playing 2 games on Saturday to having another game on Tuesday, but how's the girls been feeling as far as health-wise and mentally going into this, again, right in the middle of this tough stretch of games in your schedule?
We keep just trying to talk to them about to relish in this opportunity. State tournament prep. You got to play 3 tough games in a row. And so that's kind of where we just want to get them mentally. You're going to have bumps and bruises. You're going to be tired, but if we want to reach the goals that we set out for, these are the kind of games that we need to get up for. Red Cloud is going to bring it to us just like Brandon, just like Harrisburg. So we can't use the excuse that we're tired. Luckily, we're pretty healthy. Illness and injury wise, we're doing good. Just got to keep maintaining that a little bit going into this next game.
Talking about this next game versus the Red Cloud Crusaders, Class A opponent, but one of the best ones in the state as they just got done beating the number 2 team in their class, Vermilion. What do you see on film that they do well that you guys will have to try to stop?
We got to figure out how to get them to stop scoring the ball the way that they have been. They are very, very efficient in how they score. They're super aggressive. They've got shooters all over the floor, and obviously they're very, very fast. So we're going to try our best to slow them down and make sure that we have intense and aggressive defense so they just can't get wide open looks on us. And on the other side of that, we got to make sure we're being just as aggressive offensively and getting the looks that we want to get.
Again, looking at their offense, scoring over 70 points per game, they have 3 ball club players that average double-digit points per game. Is there anything different you're going to try on defense this week to slow down this Crusader attack?
I'm very, very impressed with how we play defensively once we make the decision to, get in it and hang our hats on what we've been working on. And so, they've played some pretty good teams. Like you said, they played Vermilion, but not to toot our own horn, I think our defense is something that they don't see often. And so I'm hoping that being able to, get after them a little bit more than maybe they've seen will help us. We're going to stick to what we know. We're going to stick to what we're good at, and that's aggressive and physical defense.
And then offensively, Coach, the Crusaders, they only allow, on the season, an average of 30 points per game, one of the better ones statistically in the state. What do you want to do offensively to put up some points versus this Crusader defense?
A lot of their points is coming from points off turnovers and kind of the chaos that they create. They have a little bit of a press, and then they usually sit in that zone. So we got to make sure that we're not stagnant, that we're taking care of the basketball, attacking the inside, because we don't want to settle against shots against the zone. Even though we're shooting a pretty good clip from the outside, we still need to get inside and get some of those easy buckets early to establish ourselves and get some of that momentum and confidence going. But just really it comes down to taking care of the basketball and making sure we're getting the shots that we want to get.
And finally, Coach, what are your keys to a win versus the Red Cloud Crusaders?
Definitely going to try to keep them under their average points per game. Really want to cut that down significantly, and taking care of the basketball, I think, are going to be the 2 big things for us going into this game.
Awesome. Well, that's all I got, Coach. Good luck in tonight's contest, and looking forward to watching this one.
You bet. Thanks.
As that was head coach Dakota Johnson of the Spearfish Lady Spartans. And we will have more of our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off after this 2-minute timeout, right here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superioroautost.com.
Vehicles today are complicated and expensive. The professionals at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Spearfish are here to guide you through everything automotive. From cars, trucks, and SUVs to parts and repairs, Junix takes the confusion out of automobile ownership. Enjoy the ride with Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Family owned since 1931 on West Jackson in Spearfish.
Whatever the weather, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating.
And welcome back into Spearfish High School. And so we just completed the national anthem ceremonies for both teams. And now we're getting ready for tip-off as it's our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups being brought to you by Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish. Let our family care for your family. As we're going over the cheerleaders and tonight's officials, and those are actually being brought to you by South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. But it's time to get going with our starting lineups. Again, being brought to you by Dana Dental Arts. We'll first start off with Red Cloud, and they will start like this. A junior guard at 6 feet tall, number 1, that is Ashlyn Carlo Blunt, again, a junior guard, 6 feet tall. Wearing number 5, that is Dorothy Mesteth. She is a junior guard at 5'5". Wearing number 5 for the blue and black Red Cloud Mahpiya Luta Crusaders. Next we have number 10, that is Jodine Big Crow Hunter. She's a senior guard at 5'7", wearing number 10. Abigail Haas, she's a senior forward at 5'10" for the Crusaders. Essence Tobacco, that's a senior guard, and yes, that's her name, 5'4". Guard, and also with the coolest name in the entire starting lineups, in my personal opinion. Head coach of the Mahpiya Luta Crusaders, that is Matthew Rama. Now, starting for the Spearfish Lady Spartans, they'll go with their usual 5. That's number 3, Adeline Bowman, junior guard at 5'8". Josie Dana, she is a senior guard at 5'7", wearing number 10 for the maroon and white. Avery Kirk is the big girl down low, technically. Senior forward at 5'9", wearing the double ones. That's number 11. That's Avery Kirk. Kate Scharf, she's a junior guard at 5'7". The sharpshooter, again, the starting lineup. And then the shootin' Kachutin, that's Maya Kachutin, number 32, senior guard at 5'7" for the Spartans. As that's the starting 5, and the head coach for the Spearfish Lady Spartans, that is Dakota Johnson. And I want to welcome back Paula James back into the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Again with us on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV. Paul, you ready for this one?
Ready to go here, and of course Spearfish has got to be ready with that defense that Red Cloud will be able to put on. A lot of steals they get during a game, so they're going to have to be ready for anything here with their guard play.
As a Spearfish winning the tip, Kate Scharf now on the elbow. It's a zone defense, almost like a 3-2 matchup zone defense, similar to what we saw versus Brandon Valley. Kate Scharf gets the scoring underway with a 3.
That's the way you start a game like this. You got to be ready to shoot, and you got to be ready to go right out the gate.
As Kate Scharf nails the tray to break up and scoring for the Spartans, and Spearfish, they will need to score points early and often. Red Cloud averaging over 70 points a game, only giving up 30, as again, they are one of the best teams statistically in Class A and the entire state of South Dakota. Inside, layup no good for Red Cloud, and right there on the shots was number 10, Big Crow Hunter. Now here's Mike shooting on the other side, going baseline outside. Avery Kirk, she leads the team in three-point percentage, doesn't get that one, back iron no good. Josie Dana getting the rebound. Reverses course. Again, a zone defense put up by the Red Mahpiya Luta Crusaders, and that is Carlo Blunt knocking the ball out of bounds, and it will stay with the Spartans.
Yeah, good job by Spearfish playing big down low and getting a defensive rebound. Now a long three-pointer.
That was no good from Maya Kachutin, and they're on the rebound, and it will go off of Carlo Blunt of the Mahpiya Luta Crusaders, and Josie Dana will inbound for the Spartans. As the head coach Dakota Johnson said, they don't think that she thought Red Cloud has ever seen a defense so far this season that's this aggressive, and then a turnover on that side by Addie Bowman. Now here comes a Blunt over to the elbow. Now back top of the key, Big Crow Hunter over, I believe that is Tobacco, and then Tobacco throws inside to Abigail Haas, the senior 5'10" forward, and we got a hold on the Spartans.
Yep, that was on Addie Bowman there, trying to get down into the passing path, but a little late there.
Now the Crusaders on the elbow, and it's going to be a long three, and it's drilled by number 10. That is Jodine Big Crow Hunter, senior guard, nailing the tray for Red Cloud, and the Crusaders on the board, and then a turnover by the Spartans.
Yep, not a good pass against the full court press.
As it's going to be important for Spearfish to go up against this full court pressure. As Spearfish, they saw something similar, much like what they saw versus Brandon Valley. As here's another three that this time is short of everything, and that was also shot again by Big Crow Hunter. But 2 threes for both teams, as we're about at 5:52 left to go in the first quarter. Then Micah Chutin with the turnover. Stolen away by Big Crow Hunter. Layup good.
Yeah, really got to take care of the ball. And there's not saying you can't do it yourself to bring it up the floor, but you've got to have your guard up at all times.
So now here's Josie Dana over to Maya Kachutin. Addie Bowman, she'll let her fly from the 3-point line on the elbow. Goes off the side of the rim and out of bounds. And it will be an empty possession for the Spartans.
Yep, again, got to be ready on every possession all the time against a team like this that can put up that many points.
Here's a three from the corner, no good. Recovered by Blunt. She goes up strong with the putback, no good. Josie Dana, who leads the team in rebounds, gets the offensive board. Tried going inside to Bowman, but bad pass again. Turnover by the Spartans. Avery Kirk will slow up the fast break. Now Red Cloud, and we got a timeout. Nope, we got an injured Crusader on the floor. So I believe number 12, that is Abigail Haas. She will hobble her way to the bench, wearing the knee brace on the right knee, but it looks like she's looking at the trainer's looking at the left knee, so she'll exit the game. Crusaders back in action on offense. Top of the key now, that's Crow Hunter. Here's the elbow, corner three, Crow Hunter, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Boy, gonna have to play some tough D out top. They're just working to get some spots open, moving the ball quickly, creates a little gap in the defense, and then a three-pointer's on the way.
And then Josie Dana on the other side, losing the dribble momentarily. Now Maya Kachutin wants to dribble between two Crusaders, and it dribbles it off of a defender's foot and a turnover.
Yeah, not very crisp.
Inside, Crusaders off the glass and good. That is Mesteth, and that is enough for head coach Dakota Johnson to call a 30-second timeout.
Yep, I think we all knew that was coming. Try to settle the girls down and kind of get into a flow. Not very good decisions being made, with the ball, not knowing where they're going to go, trying to go between two players. Not exactly easy stuff there against a team that has pretty good defense, is fast. They can run the court, they can shoot the ball, so.
As with this timeout, we'll take a quick look at our matchup menu, and that's being brought to you by South Dakota Beef Logic. As again, Mahpiya Luta coming into this game 10-0 on the season, just beat at the time number 2 team in Class A Vermilion last week, and actually kind of smoked them 56-34. As Red Cloud again 10-0, Spearfish 5-3, again in Class AA. We're ranked in the top 5 a week ago and fell out of the top 5 after losing to Brandon Valley, but beating Harrisburg last week. As we return to action, foul on the Crusaders, and that is a Big Crow Hunter. She has 8 of the 10 points for Red Cloud, and she will be the guilty party with the first foul.
Little hacking foul out top there, but they're going to be hassling the Spearfish guards all night.
That's the name of the game for Red Cloud. Turnover into transition points, and Bowman tried forcing it inside to Maya Kachutin. She's able to recover. Now here's Bowman on the elbow, drives through the lane, gets it stopped momentarily, but she loses her balance and throws it straight to a Crusader. Through the lane, here's Crow Hunter going up strong, and she doesn't get the bucket, but will get the foul on Maya Kachutin.
Yeah, running the floor well are the Crusaders, and drawing a foul against Kachutin, who looked like she kind of had given up on trying to do any real damage on a block or anything, but still gets whistled for the foul.
Jodine Big Crow Hunter converts on the first free throw, and now we got some substitutions. Callie Reiners will come in to replace Addie Bowman. Reiners, and an outstanding setter for the Spartans volleyball team. She's wearing number 24, always a good number to wear in basketball. Junior guard at 5'7". She'll come in to replace Bowman as Crow Hunter goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and now here's that 2-2-1 full court defense from the Crusaders. Kachutin able to get past the timeline and now still facing 2 guards at once. Finally dribbles through 2 defenders, and we got a foul.
Yep, a hand check foul. Didn't catch who it was on for the Crusaders, but going up against Red Cloud.
So the foul will be against Dorothy Mesteth. She had the layup moments ago. Crow Hunter has got 10 of the 12 points for Red Cloud, and now Spearfish is back on offense. Again, zone, kind of a matchup zone defense for Red Cloud, similar to what they saw versus Brandon Valley, and Spearfish had all sorts of trouble versus that Brandon Valley zone. Dana inside, nice pass, Avery Kirk misses the layup.
Stays with Spearfish as Kirk tried to get her own rebound, but yeah, great pass to her cutting down on the baseline, and they're trying to trap out top every time here.
Here's a Kate Scharf deep 3 that falls short, no good. Tobacco with the rebound. Is now Red Cloud driving into the paint, and now Blunt in trouble on Josie Dana. Now here's Tobacco. We'll pop it back outside. Now a throw in the middle, pass too high. Josie Dana with the steal. Up floor, here's Kate Scharf. She'll go up strong. Doesn't get the free throw, but will be fouled.
Yep, she put a little move, a little fake, enough to draw the foul, draw the contact, so she will be rewarded and go to the line to shoot 2 as Spearfish has got to figure out how to get the scoring going here.
Foul will be on Mesteth as Kate Scharf breaks the 12-0 run for the Spartans. It's Kate Scharf's 4th point of the night. She has all 4 of the Spartans' points in the first quarter. Second attempt follows true. And then Kate Scharf 5 for 5 in points scored for the Spartans. Back in action, here comes Red Cloud, and then right on cue, getting the ball into the middle of the lane and quickly, and that is Abigail Haas. That'll be fouled in the paint, but so she'll head to the free throw line for 2, and I believe, yep, that'll be Callie Reiner's first foul. Red Cloud, they can get the ball up the floor and in a hurry, as if you're not back on defense, they can make you pay.
Yeah, you cannot nap. You have to get back, and you got to be ready for quick, crisp passes. They have them.
Second attempt is good by Haas. It'll be her first point of the night. Kirk into the corner. That's Reiner's outside. Josie Dana through the lane. A little pull-up jumper in the lane. Off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Callie Reiners. New possession for the Spartans. Kate Scharf on the elbow. Avery Kirk in the corner. 1 to go inside to Josie Dana, but there to intercept the pass is Haas. And now here comes the Crusaders. Layup high off the glass, no good. Callie Reiners with the rebound. Spearfish dodges a bullet.
A little bit out of control.
Here's a Josie Dana three-pointer off the back rim, no good. And both teams are trading 1 pass threes and 1 pass shots. Now here's Tobacco in the middle of the lane, and Avery Kirk will be the guilty party for the foul. No one got back on defense for the Spartans except Avery Kirk, and when Tobacco was running right at her, she just had to play straight up defense. Luckily, it wasn't an and one.
Yep, that's exactly right. Again, the transition on this, they will transition very quickly on you. So Spartans are going to have to watch their foul trouble too, so they don't go incredibly deep. And if they're going hard at the hoop, which Mahpiya Luta has shown that they want to do, there could be some fouling.
Tobacco goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Josie Dana with the rebound. Now Callie Reiners into the corner. We got another Addie Bowman sighting as Reiners got into some trouble, and her pass gets deflected and is stolen by Red Cloud.
It's all about trapping.
And then on the other side, a backwards pass that's stolen by Kate Scharf. Bowman up floor, inside Scharf, and it'll go off of Scharf's foot. As a nice little dump off to Bowman, but Bowman elected to give it back to Scharf into some traffic, and the pass was just not there.
Nope, just out of sync. Not really knowing what the other is going to do. Passes aren't quite there.
It's now the Crusaders with Tabasco back over to Crow Hunter. She's already nailed a few threes already. Now driving through the lane is Blunt. Blunt is fouled on the floor. She made the layup, but it's not the and one opportunity as we got another foul on the Spartans, and
Addie Bowman will pick up her second foul, and I believe that will cause free throws as we're already at 5 team fouls for Spearfish with 1:10 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
As again, Spearfish not going super deep in their bench. I only pull 2 or 3 a game off the bench. Minor if it's garbage time cleanup points, but Spearfish already have to go deep in the bench already, as now Addie Bowman will have a quick exit into the game. Avery Kirk will come back onto the floor for the Spartans, as Red Cloud converting on to the first free throw, and again that is Carlo Blunt. Blunt nails the second one as well. It's now 15 to 4 favor of the Crusaders. Here's Avery Kirk, gets out of the trap and over to Maya Kachutin. Kachutin facing 2 guards in her face. I feel like she'll probably have that the whole night. Here's cross-court pass inside Avery Kirk. Avery Kirk up in the middle of the lane, misses a layup, and recovered by the Crusaders and Blunt.
Those are going to be important. Those close-up shots, high percentage shots, got to hit them.
Under a minute left to go. It's a 10-point lead for the Crusaders. Up foul, and that'll be Avery Kirk, I believe, as breaking through the paint, and that will be a big Crow Hunter, again with 10 points already this first quarter, and it looks like she's probably going to get some more points added to her total, as they will call that foul on Callie Reiners. It'll be her second foul, and that will bring in Tierson Grubb for the Spartans. As Tierson Grubb's a junior center at 5'10", tallest girl on the team for the Spartans. Provides some of that physicality and size on the inside, as Red Cloud is having their way with the Spartans offensively and defensively. Here's Kirk on the high post. Up top, Maya Kachutin. She has yet to shoot. She has shot 1 shot this entire first quarter, no points. Avery Kirk in the corner. Now here comes Josie Dane on the elbow. Dribbles herself into a trap. Inside, pass too tall for Grubb, but recovered by Sharp. Now Maya Kachutin loses the ball on a crossover, and that's a turnover. Going up strong, and no shots, as that was a missed layup by Blunt. Spearfish dodging another bullet, and now 2 guards go out on Maya Kachutin. Kachutin will let it fly a 3-pointer. It didn't really have much distance on it, and that will end the first quarter of action. Your score after 1, 5 Spearfish, 17 Mahpiya Luta Crusaders, leading by 12 here on KDSJ Sports, as we'll be back with the second half coming up right here on KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, online at KDSJ980.com, and on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook.
In the comfort zone with expert heating and air conditioning repair or replacement from American Standard Mitsubishi. For over 70 years, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating has delivered quality service to the Northern Hills and Northeast Wyoming. When you need timely, expert service for heating, cooling, or plumbing, call 605-642-5755 or search Wolf's Plumbing and Heating and stay in the comfort zone.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects, from a pickup load to thousands of ton. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
as we're back in action with a three-pointer from Red Cloud. That's making the score now 20-4. I did not see who shot that three, but now Spearfish in trouble. Now will cause another turnover and a jump ball.
I think we're going to have a timeout, Red Cloud, to save that possession. Yep, timeout.
As check out our KDSJ Tropical Smoothie Sports replay on KDSJ-TV. A three-pointer by Red Cloud. As I believe that was number 20. That was Essence Tobacco with her first bucket of the night. Making the score 20-5.
That was a bomb from outside, too, way back.
Wonder if this gives us a chance to take a quick look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard after this timeout. Quickly see what's going on across the state. As Harrisburg's leading Roosevelt 42-30. Huron over Brookings 49-38. Number 1 O'Gorman taking on number 5 Aberdeen Central. And O'Gorman's up on the Golden Eagles, who beat Spearfish earlier this season in triple overtime. But O'Gorman on top of the Golden Eagles 34-22. Turnover by Red Cloud, and now we're going back the other way with the Spartans with Maya Kachutin over to Tierson Grubb. Grubb, who traditionally doesn't do a lot of dribbling. Here's Kate Scharf, three, too high, no good. Rebound goes to Red Cloud, who throws it straight to Kate Scharf. Spearfish will get another possession, but they haven't been able to do a lot on the offensive side of the ball, as leading scorer has been Kate Scharf with 5 points. Spearfish has got 5 points the entire game. Now Maya Kachutin through the lane, throws up a shot, no good. Josie Dana with the rebound, tries splitting through the double team and will be fouled. And Josie Dana will head to the line for 2.
She doesn't have a lot of weight to her, but she knows how to kind of maneuver around some of the bigger players down low, and she's able to draw a lot of fouls. She's drawn a lot of fouls this season. She's gone to the line a lot and just can't rattle that one home.
As Josie Dana missing the first free throw, easily the Spartans' best free throw shooter, over 75% on the season. Second attempt rolls around, no good as well. So nothing working for the Spartans, and meanwhile on the other side, running the floor, and another 2 points for the Crusaders as Crow Hunter gets the ball in the bucket, and that will be another 2 points. It's now 22-5 into the second period.
Spartans got to figure something. There's the trap out top.
And Josie Dana has nowhere to throw it, and Crow Hunter actually bails her out with a foul.
Yep, kind of swiped down as Josie tried to sneak it to a teammate between the two defenders. Kind of thought maybe we'd see a timeout there. Now, again, Kachutin way in the backcourt, getting double teamed, hassled the entire time.
Here's Kate Scharf, high pass over to Tierson Grubb, back outside to Dana. Dana, lob back over to Kachutin. She will now shoot her third shot of the night and hasn't made one yet. Rebound goes out to Kate Scharf. Avery Kirk now on the elbow, back to Kate Scharf. Maya Kachutin in the middle. Josie Dana wanted to force it inside, but good decision to not. Here's Avery Kirk, corner three. Back iron, no good. Knocked out of there by the Crusaders, as falling to the floor was Mesteth, and she actually knocks it out of bounds. And now Josie Dana will take a seat, and coming out for the Spartans, that's Callie Reiners. Coming in for Red Cloud, that's Sierra Blackbull, a senior guard at 5'7". And also, I believe back with the Crusaders, that's number 12, Abigail Haas, who left the first quarter early with an apparent knee injury. Nice to see her back out there. As Kate Scharf gets it out to Maya Kachutin. Spearfish has had a lot of opportunities on offense. They just haven't had anything. Kate Scharf, corner three, made it.
She was set that time, pulled the trigger, and knocked it down finally into the scoring column for Spearfish.
Maya Kachutin with all 8 of the Spartans' points, and then a stop on defense for the Spartans.
Kate Scharf with all 8, right?
As now Reiner's corner. Yes, Kate Scharf. I believe I said Maya Kachutin on accident. It's a forced habit, and understandably so.
Yeah, Maya does a lot of the scoring, averages, or what, right around 20?
19.7 officially is what she averages per game. But lob inside, and that is Haas, who can't get the easy 2. And Tierson Grubb with the rebound. Up floor, Kirk inside, Scharf. It was there, but pass was too high for Kate Scharf from Avery Kirk, and another turnover for the Spartans. And they easily have about twice as many turnovers as they do points.
Well, we'll see if they can clean it up here as they move through this first half. Red Cloud, for their sake, has had a lot of turnovers, and there's another one too.
And then on the other side, we got a foul crossing the timeline. I believe they're going to catch Tobacco with that one.
Yep, she's like, what did I do? I was just, yeah. And she says, yeah, I got an arm, but
that's going to be on Black Bull, actually. So Sierra Black Bull, the senior guard, picks up her first foul. And again, Kachutin, 2 guards on her pretty much at all time. Reiner's dribbling baseline, pops back out to Kirk, throws it high to Kachutin. And now in the corner, over on the short elbow, Tierson Grubb has it stripped from her on the dribble, and it goes straight to Blunt, up floor, and her layup no good from Mesteth. So another dodged bullet for the Spartans, as Red Cloud, they're having a hard time converting onto their layups.
And every step of the way, they're in the hip pocket of the Spartan guards.
Again, this Mahpiya Luta defense gives up around 30 points per game. Here's a Kate Scharf three-pointer, back iron, no good. Avery Kirk controlling the rebound out to Callie Reiners. Reiners dribbles into the corner, outside Tierson Grubb, pass too strong, and it will go out of bounds off of a Spartan, and a turnover again for Spearfish. It was a good look inside to Tierson Grubb, but the pass was too tall, and just seems to... That ball just seems to bounce that way whenever there's a bunch of hands on the ball and it's getting swatted around everywhere. It just kind of makes it harder to catch. And the Spartans not really able to get anything going offensively as they trail by 14.
Yeah, nothing easy.
As Red Cloud now on offense. Going through the lane is... And that was Crow Hunter, and she missed the layup again as Maya Kachutin almost looked like she drew 3 guards on her at one time, and now Maya Kachutin steps on the baseline, and that's another empty possession for the Spartans.
Turnover. And for Mahpiya Luta, a lot of times, if they do get a break going, they are at sometimes out of control. We've seen a lot of wild layups that really don't have much of a shot at going in. So that's a saving grace for Spearfish.
Tobacco outside. Here's a three-pointer. That ball had no backspin, and it didn't matter. Nailing the tray. I believe that was number 2, and that was Sierra Black Bull with her first 3 points of the night. Meanwhile, finally a three-pointer from Maya Kachutin. Her first bucket of the night. Leading scorer for the Spartans, and that comes at the 3:07 mark in the second quarter. Here's a three-pointer nailed by Crow Hunter. She's now up to 17 points, and it turned into a three-fest in a hurry.
She is in range. If she's across midcourt, she's in range.
And Crow Hunter with 17 points in the first half. Here's a Maya Kachutin three-pointer, short, no good. Josie Dana with the rebound. Cross court, Kirk inside. Tierson Grubb has it knocked out of her hands by Blunt. They've been trying to get the ball a lot to Tierson Grubb, which is what head coach Dakota Johnson wanted to do versus a zone. But the pass is either too high or out of the reach, or it gets swatted out of the Spartans' hands. Now the inbounds play.
You got to go get it. You got to be physical catching it. You can't just let it come to you.
Kate Scharf going baseline. Kate Scharf misses the layup. Too deep underneath the basket, and got rejected by the rim. And Spearfish, man, they've been having so many opportunities with out of bounds on the Crusaders. They just haven't been able to turn it into points. Kate Scharf, three-pointer, good.
Step back three for Scharf, and she's had kind of the hot hand for Spearfish.
She's now up to 12 points.
I think another one on Maya Kachutin.
As we are back here. As we're back here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV, as we lost service with our station momentarily, as we have another injured Crusader on the floor, and I don't know who that is. As we got an injured Crusader on the floor, gives us a chance to look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. As we have a minor timeout. It is 14-28 on our scoreboard here in Spearfish. In Class A basketball action, Belfish leading Hill City 39-25. St. Thomas More taking care of Lee Deadwood at halftime, 29-11 in the Black Hills Conference. And other games happening today. Hettinger Scranton, North Dakota is hosting Faith. Bennett County, oh my goodness, 106-17 over Crazy Horse today.
Oh boy.
So close win for Bennett County. As let's check some Class AA scores again. Harrisburg final over Sioux Falls Roosevelt 48-33. Huron over Brookings 49-38. O'Gorman leading Aberdeen Central 43-31 at halftime. Pierre all over Douglas 43-10. Watertown over T Area 24-18 at halftime. Sioux Falls Jefferson over Yankton 41-18. Josie Dana in the middle of the lane, no good. A rebound, Kate Sharp, three-pointer, rattles around and good.
She's had the hot hand. Dana would have loved to have drawn a foul there trying going in the lane, but she couldn't draw it. Ends up being a three-pointer for Spearfish. Now the long one I thought was going to be shot, but Red Cloud passed it up. Running one-hander is no good. Spartans get the rebound. Dana guns it way ahead. Here's Kachutin giving it up outside, and Dana will try to set the offense. Here's Scharf down to the baseline. Kachutin does fire. No good. It's off the mark. Rebound. Again, Kirk tips it out. So a good job by Avery Kirk keeping it alive.
As Spearfish, they've controlled the boards. It's just they haven't been able to get very many points other than Kate Scharf. Here's Avery Kirk through the lane, and she's fouled.
On the way to the hoop, she gets fouled, so she will go to the line. And she will shoot two.
As it was a foul-happy Spartan squad in the first quarter, it's a foul-happy Crusaders squad in the second, as now they're up to 5 team fouls. Avery Kirk off the back iron, no good for shot number 1.
Spartans got to kind of take a second, a breath, and realize, hey, we got to hit these. We got to hit our shots. We got to hit the free ones when we get it. And almost a steal there by Kachutin.
As Kirk converts on the second free throw and through the lane, and that will be a stoppage and play due to a kick by the Spartans.
Yep.
Take some more of our sponsors for KDSJ Sports, including Granite Automotive, Proline Equipment Rentals, Fisher Sand and Gravel, Low Roofing, and the Auto Doctor here in Spearfish. 50 seconds left to go in the first half. It's a 10-point ball game. Here's a corner three by Tobacco, off no good. Rebound. They've been dominated by the Spartans as Tierson Grubb picks up another. Josie Dana splitting through the double team. Here's Avery Kirk through the lane, and there she gets it to go.
It's there. That shot is there. And that's the first out of about 3 that has been made down low on a layup.
Spearfish and layups have been the best of friends this season as Tobacco short on a three-pointer. Dana with the rebound. Dana's going to go through the floor and has the ball knocked out of her hands and will stay right here with the Spartans with about 10 seconds left, 10.5 seconds left to go in the half. Again, coming up, we'll have our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show. Recap this first half of action. Look at our scoreboard and get you ready for tonight's second game. 3 seconds left to go. Here's Josie Dana, baseline. Here's the corner three. Kate Sharp got it!
Oh, that is what the Spartans needed. something to light a fire here before halftime, and that now gets them within 5 points. It was looking not good for quite some time for Spearfish, and then Scharf has basically kept them in it with her outside shooting. Great job by Josie Dana to draw the defense down on the baseline, kick it out, and Scharf drops it right before the half.
Kate Scharf with 17 points this first half, and the Spartans slowly starting to crawl their way back into this after, I would say, short of abysmal first quarter. They have came back strong in the second as they're only down by 8 now, 28-23 here on KDSJ and KDSJ-TV.
Did you happen to catch that on the replay?
I did. Let's check that out again for our KDSJ-TV viewers on YouTube and on Facebook. Just a baseline drive by Josie Dana, kicks it into the corner at the buzzer by Kate Scharf, and she is putting the Spearfish Spartan offense on her back this first half.
Wow.
17 points for Scharf, 23-28. Mahpiya Luta on top of Spearfish. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show, as that is coming up next right here on KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and also online at KDSJ980.com and the KDSJ Sports mobile app.
For nearly 50 years, Low Roofing Incorporated has been the trusted name in commercial roofing across western South Dakota and eastern Wyoming. Family owned and operated since 1975, they bring quality craftsmanship and reliable service to every project, big or small. From repairs to new installations, Low Roofing Incorporated covers it all. Protect your business with the experts who care and products that last. Call 1-800-658-4543. Low Roofing Incorporated. Building a legacy of trust, one roof at a time.
Make eating better, easy with Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish. Just because you're in a hurry doesn't mean you can't eat better. Made to order smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, and flatbreads that instantly boost your mood, all with delivery available. Plus, check out all the different flavors of smoothie bowls, salads, and even breakfast items. Located off I-90, exit 14 on Platinum Drive, just down the hill from the Holiday Inn. Eat well, live well at Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish.
Quality food at a fair price. That's what you expect, and that's what you'll get at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or to grab a bite to eat before or after the game. Choose from daily specials, and a trip to the fresh soup and salad bar is always a hit. Plus, the Millstone can accommodate larger groups, like buses or your next meeting in their private party room. So, if it's just you and a friend or the whole team, get a great meal at a great price. The Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish.
American Colloid, a minerals technologies company, is not only part of the community we live in, they are the community. Bentonite clay, mined right here in our own backyard near Belfouche in Colony, Wyoming, provides a contributing factor to this area's economic success. This unique product has a huge range of uses, from the main component in cat litter to health and beauty products, pharmaceuticals, and more. It's all produced right here in all of our community. American Colloid Company, working together, winning together.
For over 10
As it's not quite Cody Oliver with us on KDSJ Sports, he's back in our studio running the board and keeping Paul's and I's life all put together. As Clayson Davis and Paul James with you with KDSJ Sports on the radio, online, and also on your television device or mobile device at KDSJ-TV on YouTube and Facebook. It's the Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show, again being brought to you by Wolves Plumbing and Heating in Spearfish. Give them a call at 642-5755 or see more at wolfph.com. Well, it was a tale of two halves as Spearfish, they fell behind big, trailing by 12 points at the end of the first quarter, 17-5, as Spearfish got into foul trouble and just had all sorts of problems with turnovers and just missed shots. They were out of rhythm from the start. And again, foul trouble and some great team scoring led by Red Cloud's Jodine Big Crow Hunter, senior guard, as she leads the Crusaders in scoring with 17 points at the half. Meanwhile, the second quarter, it was the story of the Spartans as Red Cloud looked to continue their dominance in scoring, and with turnovers, Spearfish, they were able to start running with the Crusaders, able to get some transition points, and really came to life on the offensive board due to number 23 in the white and maroon. That's Kate Scharf, the sharpshooter. She leads Spearfish with 17 points out of the 23 for Spearfish, and she put the team on her back in the second quarter and got Spearfish back in this game, Paul.
Couple things got to happen in the second half. Of course, Scharf, obviously, if they're going to leave her that open, she's got to continue to hit. Second, Avery Kirk down low has to continue to be a factor, whether it be rebounding and kicking it out to some of those open guards or putbacks and hitting some layups. She was finally able to get a little something going there. If Tierson Grubb is in the game, same thing. And now if they start keying more on Kate Scharf, that's when Josie Dana and that's when Maya Kachutin have to come alive from the outside as well. And really that's what Spearfish has done all year to hurt teams, is if one of them isn't open, the other one's going to hit it. And when you've got three to choose from, that's a pretty good thing that Spearfish has going for their outside shooting. So as long as somebody or multiple somebodies can have the range from out there, it looks pretty good for the second half. That first quarter, I think Spearfish would love to forget.
Yeah, no kidding. Spearfish, they just looked like they were,
sleepwalking a little bit.
Yeah, almost blatantly just tired. And yeah, as we had talked with Coach Johnson to lay the foundation with this matchup, she said that this is pretty much state tournament. This is state tourney prep, as they're going to be playing three good teams in a row here in March. And Spearfish, with their third tough game in a span of about 5 days. Of course, they split the weekend series with Brandon Valley and Harrisburg, and then playing after a 2-day break versus a really good Red Cloud squad. And Spearfish only down by 5 after trailing by 12 at the end of the first quarter. As again, for those watching on KDSJ-TV, our Tropical Smoothie Sports replay of the first half.
I don't know. Is it possible there was a three-pointer that Kate Scharf shot? That was the last replay you showed. Can you run that again? Now, if we look at this, it's not that one. It was the one at the top of the key. The reason I bring it up, I don't think she was anywhere near the three-point line, and they gave her a three-pointer for it. But nonetheless, the Spartans doing a good job from the outside and getting some three-pointers there, and they got to stay hot, whether you're shooting a three-pointer or a two-pointer, whatever the case may be. So,
quickly going over some scoring for both teams. First off, for Red Cloud, they're led by number 10, Jodine Big Crow Hunter with 17 points. Next up is a tie between Sierra Black Bull and Essence Tobacco with a three-pointer each of themselves. Then Ashlyn Carroll Blunt and Abigail Haas with 2 points each. Unofficial stats, of course. Meanwhile, Spearfish led by the sharpshooter, Kate Scharf, junior guard with 17 points, Avery Kirk with 3, and Maya Kachutin with just a three-pointer. As that's our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show. We'll be back in 1 minute to look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of Pillin Optical. Since 1974, Pillin has dedicated its business to serving the community with quality eye care at a great price. The inventory has grown, giving you the widest selection of frames while maintaining the best prices for your family eye care needs. Your family is special, and Pillin Optical wants you to enjoy every minute clearly with them. After all, at Pillin Optical, quality eye care and customer service is the most important thing next to your sight. Pillin Optical, family owned for 50 years, 409 Kansas City Street.
Allied Construction has been a trusted name in the Black Hills, providing top quality construction services to our local community. We take pride in being a local business with deep roots in the area. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust us to deliver exceptional results on every project. Our team is dedicated to providing personalized service, ensuring your project gets the attention and expertise it deserves.
Check out their website today. Click alliedconstruction.com or find them on Facebook.
Quick look at our scoreboard with Clayson Davis and Paul James on KDSJ Sports. Harrisburg again over Sioux Falls Roosevelt. O'Gorman leading at halftime over number 5 Aberdeen Central 58-44. In the Black Hills Conference, Bellefouche beat up on Hill City 41-27. St. Thomas More running away from Lee Deadwood 48-15 as we get going with the second half action. And a missed layup by Mahpiya Luta's Blunt. Gets the ball over to Kate Scharf, and Scharf in a triple team has it stolen away. Meanwhile, layup on the other side, and Ashlyn Blunt scores her 4th point of the night.
Lest we forget, the double teams, triple teams out top, they're going to keep happening, and the guard play needs to take better care of the ball for Spearfish.
And again, 17 points by Kate Scharf. Short jumper for Scharf, and she's good. Not quite a 3, but at this point, Spearfish taking the points that they can get as Kate Scharf gets it back to a 5-point game. As the Crusaders trying to drive through the lane, and that is Mesteth. Now pop back outside. They want to get the ball inside the paint, and they had an open girl down low. Abigail Haas had her position on Josie Dana, but couldn't control the pass in through the lane, and a turnover by the Crusaders.
So they're picking them up 3-quarter court.
Here's Dana breaking the press. Spearfish has really started to calm down. Here's Bowman swings it over to Micah Chutin. Again, only 3 points in the first half for the leading scorer for the Spartans, but they've had a big performance from Kate Scharf as Bowman will now dribble over to, here's Micah Chutin, corner 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Blunt and the Crusaders, and they're going to run with it. Blunt crossing the timeline, and then we'll slow things up. Here's Tobacco. Corner 3 for the Crusaders, off no good. As Micah Chutin looked like she was held, and no call, but.
Yeah, you could hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd on that one. Yeah, but no call.
Mahpiya Luta called for the over and back. As Spearfish not able to use the turnover. It's now the Crusaders back on offense. Blunt will go baseline, and no one was there to stop her.
Yep, nice move, and the defense kind of was switching, and no one took her, and easy layup.
Bowman over to Dana. And Dana has her ball stolen away by Tobacco. And Bowman tried getting another steal. Was there too late. Now on the other side, here's the Crusaders on offense. Blunt driving through the lane, and we got a foul underneath. Both teams got a little foul happy in the first half, so we'll see what will happen to either team as far as foul-wise as Micah Chutin picks up her second foul. 32-25 ball game. Tobacco at the top of the key. Swung back around to Mesdeth. Lob inside the Blunt. Guarded on Josie Dana. Blunt going up strong off the glass. No good. Great defense by the leading defender for the Spartans. Josie Dana up floor. Addie Bowman too strong. And the Crusaders able to control the basketball. Missed layups, again, has been a kryptonite for the Spartans this season. Of course, remember that 3 overtime loss to Aberdeen Central when they had open opportunities, and Blunt, she has put her name into the ring for scoring as she gets another layup, making it a 34-25 contest, and head coach Dakota Johnson will want to sit the girls down and talk about it.
Yeah. Again, a little bit lackadaisical here in the second half, a little bit laid back when, nope, you've got to be at the top of your game. You can't calm down. You can't slow down in terms of just being, for lack of a better term, lazy with your passes or lazy with your defense. On your toes, good, crisp, hard passes. The second you let up, they're right there.
As timeout on the floor, we'll take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on KDSJ Sports as it's the Mahpiya Luta Crusaders taking on the Spearfish Lady Spartans in Game 1 of tonight's doubleheader. We're back in 30 seconds on KDSJ Sports.
It's not one, but two great locations in Spearfish to gas up and get what you need on the go. Exit 8 and Exit 14 Speedy Marts offer everything you need so you can get in and get out and get back on the road. Find your favorite snacks and a cold drink, or maybe something fresh from the kitchen or in the cold case. It's all homemade right here. And Exit 8 and Exit 14 offers top-tier fuels from Phillips 66, so you get the most from your transportation. Exit 8 and 14 Speedy Marts in Spearfish. Right off the road, right on the money.
After that Spearfish timeout, Spartans on offense with Kate Scharf. Now over to Maya Kachutin with 2 guards on her. She gets into some trouble, and Kachutin will travel.
Again, up top, need a little help, need to penetrate. You need to get a little deeper in against that defense. They're using that half-court line as another defender, so the double team feels like a triple team.
And Maya Kachutin, again, only with 3 points, as Red Cloud knew there was a scouting report on her, as going through the lane, and a big foul underneath on Kate Scharf, as she didn't allow Dorothy Mesdet to get the layup off. She really didn't allow her to raise her arms in the process.
Nope.
As Kate Scharf will pick up her first foul, leading the Spartans with 19 points, and it will be 2 free throws for Dorothy Mesdet, junior guard at 5'5".
Missed the first one.
Tierson Grubb enters the game for Spearfish. A few new Crusader substitutions, including Jaina Thunderhawk, junior forward at 5'8" in the contest. Sierra Blackbull makes another appearance for Mahpiya Luta, as a shot made by Dorothy Mesdet goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and it's up to a 10-point game. Dana, high pass over to Avery Kirk. Now Spearfish able to get set up on offense. Again, matchup zone defense. Here's Avery Kirk on the short elbow, had Tierson Grubb. That's the look the Spartans been trying to get the whole night, as they throw it down to that short block and then have the high post rolling down toward the basket. That pass has been taken away by Red Cloud. Bowman into the corner. Callie Reiner's inside. Here's Tierson Grubb, double teamed and has it swatted away. That's the cardinal sin when you're a post player, putting the ball down on the floor in the paint, as if you don't make a quick move, you give that defense a chance to respond. Meanwhile, other side, floater up and good by Blunt. She's now up to 10 points. Red Cloud back up to a 12-point lead. Dana through the lane, didn't have it. Here's Tierson Grubb, and she will be fouled. Foul will be on Big Crow Hunter.
Yes, it is a physical game. There are bodies bouncing and balls getting hacked away. You just got to be ready for it. Got to be ready to play in this manner.
And right on cue, Avery Kirk has the ball slapped out of her hands. Stolen away by Dana, but it goes straight to the Crusaders, and they'll set up on offense. Tobacco through the lane, up off the glass, too strong. No good. Josie Dana with the rebound. Dana over to Kirk, back to Kate Scharf, and she will now attract 2 guards following her. Inside Tierson Grubb. Tierson Grubb over to Josie Dana. Dana has it knocked out of her hands by Tobacco, but Tobacco called with the foul.
Now, the offense for Spearfish, every now and then there's some quick ball movement, which creates passing lanes, creates open players. Then it kind of stalls a little bit. Quick, bang, bang passes in order to make something happen against this defense that's really overplaying, kind of cheating.
Yeah, this zone defense by Red Cloud, one of the main ways to beat a zone, and that's quick passes and crisp passes. Those long cross-court throws gives the Crusaders time to catch up to the pass, and they are athletic enough to catch up, as we saw right there with a steal from the Crusaders.
Yep, went out of bounds off Spearfish, so yet another turnover.
Top of the key, Blunt, she'll let her fly from 3, rolls off no good. Tierson Grubb, though, not able to control the rebound, as Grubb and Haas have been going back and forth down underneath the rim for layups, as Bowman looks to check in, and never mind, she won't be able to check in.
Horn was too late.
Blunt on the elbow, throws inside, and the ball stolen away by Kate Scharf. Josie Dana up floor, Tierson Grubb. Grubb goes baseline. Callie Reiner swinging the ball to Scharf, who loses it. And she'll have to reset things. Here's Callie Reiner's cross court, high, stolen away by Mezdeth. Mezdeth up off the glass, no good. Rebound eventually controlled by Haas. Haas up, off the glass, good.
Again, too long of passes that are not hard enough.
Spearfish, once they get into a trap, almost trying to force the ball out of their hands, and it's giving Red Cloud a chance to respond. As we saw right there, Kate Scharf dribbles into a trap, and she's fouled. As it almost seems like Abigail Haas is holding her face. Almost looked like she got popped maybe in the side of the mouth. It's a physical game down there.
It's getting physical.
'Tis a physical game. Josie Dana underneath, layup good.
Easy one there.
Spearfish has had trouble with their layups. They didn't have any trouble there with Josie Dana. And then on the other side, we got a foul on Tierson Grubb. Maybe a little too aggressive on defense, as she was trying to prevent Big Crow Hunter from heading to the line. As Tierson Grubb picks up her first foul. Thanks to more of our sponsors, including the Millstone Family Restaurant, for giving us our From the Bench podcast. As Paula James and I made an incredible discovery today, we're now able to do remote podcast episodes from the Millstone as well. So looking forward to using that on KDSJ-TV. Tierson Grubb with the steal up floor to Kate Scharf, fouled, and the bucket.
And again, Scharf providing a little spark there, so we'll see if that's enough to get Spearfish going once again. As she went up physical, stayed with it, made sure she didn't worry about whether or not she was going to get fouled, worried about whether or not she was going to make the hoop. The rest takes care of itself.
Kate Scharf, give her 21, now 22. And it's now a 9-point ball game. Mahpiya Luta in control of this third quarter for the most part, but that's what was the spark in the first quarter, as we have another layup by the Crusaders. Mezdeth picks up her 5th point. Tierson Grubb able to get control of the basketball. I spoke too soon. Stolen away by the Crusaders. And Haas. Big Crow Hunter had 17 at the half, has yet to score a point since. Crow Hunter, Euros step through the lane, can't get the ball to go. And Crow Hunter just picked up her 4th foul as she tried reaching on Tierson Grubb, and she will be caught with the reach-in foul. And again, that's her 4th.
Big foul there, although, like you said, not a lot of scoring by her in the third quarter, but she was definitely the spark for them in the first quarter.
Who has stepped up big for the Crusaders, that's been Ashlyn Carolo Blunt. She only had 3 points at the end of the first half. She's now up to 10 for Red Cloud as Tierson Grubb gets her first bucket of the night. 1:11 left to go in the third quarter. It's 41-31. 10-point lead for the Crusaders. Make that a 9-point lead.
Again, hit those free throws.
They have the word free in them for a reason. 9-point lead. Here's Tobacco driving through the lane. Corner now driving through the lane. Short, no good, as that was Thunderhawk with the shot. Josie Dana quickly crossing the timeline. Here's Callie Reiners over to Kate Scharf. Scharf, open lane. Scharf, floater off the glass, no good. And rebound will go off of Crusaders and will stay with the Spartans with under a minute left to go.
Those long hanging passes, got to eliminate those as much as possible. They are getting picked easy, and now Dana. Oh, if she could have finished that one off, that'd have been big, but she will go to the line to shoot too.
As Josie Dana got lost in the Crusader defense, and she will head to the line for 2, and missing the first one. Josie Dana on the season, 75% from the free throw line, and I don't think she's shooting 75% from the line tonight. does make the second one. And that is Josie Dana's first point.
Wow.
33-41. 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Again, the boys' game will come at the conclusion of this contest. There'll be a new stream up on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. But stay tuned for this one. We could be in for an exciting finish. Blunt doing work on Josie Dana.
Looking for the three. Here it comes.
Here's Blunt. Wants to shoot it on Dana. Now Blunt will just float it through the middle of the lane. Gets the shooters bouncing in. Now with 2 seconds left to go, Dana lets her fly from half court. Hits the backboard. It looked good from up here, but off the glass and no good. And it's back to a 10-point lead as we head to the fourth and final quarter right here on KDSJ-TV and KDSJ Radio. As again, coming up, fourth quarter action right here on KDSJ Sports. And we'll bring that up in 1 minute on all your favorite KDSJ Sports platforms.
Jake's Collision Repair has built their reputation by offering the highest quality, guaranteed repairs in the area. Satisfied customers return again and again for everything from collision repair to custom paint, glass and windshield, and the best hail repair in the region. They're preferred by most insurance companies and work with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair of Spearfish and Sturgis. Give them a Google today for the best repair on your vehicle, guaranteed.
Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is everywhere you need us to be. On the sidelines, supporting our local athletes, at our clinic locations throughout the region, and at our Ortho Express walk-in clinic when you don't have time to wait. We're here when you need us, working as a team to make your comeback stronger than ever. Getting stronger, getting better, getting you back to your best self. The life of an athlete has its uncertainties, wins and losses, injury and recovery. In the Black Hills area, athletes can always count on Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, here for whatever moves you.
Fourth quarter action here on KDSJ Sports. That's 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and also online at KDSJ980.com. Clayson Davis and Paula James bringing you some Spearfish Mahpiya Luta girls basketball action. And again, the boys game coming up at the conclusion of this contest. It's 43-33, Spartans trailing the Crusaders. Josie Dana in the corner, Kate Scharf baseline, back out. Dana, corner three as the shot clock expired. Dana finally nailing a tray.
Boy, that was a tough shot too. She didn't set herself for but a half a second.
As the shot clock was running out, Spearfish with a little bit lackadaisical in the first. They came back in the second. Blunt, long threes, no good, but rebound by the Crusaders. Mesteth now back over to Haas. Blunt going baseline, off the glass, no good. Callie Reiners with the rebound. Kate Scharf up floor. Scharf driving the length of the floor, gets the bucket to go.
Kate Scharf, the one I want to have the ball when there's a layup in traffic.
Give her now 24. Ooh. As a hometown crowd wanting to travel on Mahpiya Luta. Blunt into the corner for Haas. Guarded by Avery Kirk, the man-to-man defense. Now outside Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk swatted out of there by Josie Dana, but it will stay with the Crusaders with 11 on the shot clock as Avery Kirk will now exit the game. Addie Bowman comes back in for the Spartans. Have not seen a lot of Maya Kachutin. In fact, she is sitting back on the bench with a warm-up on. Don't know if we'll see a lot of her the rest of the day.
Probably that ankle. She's had a nagging ankle injury. Bomb now from three-point land for the Crusaders.
Blunt has came alive in the second half. She's now up to 15 for the Crusaders. She had 3 at the end of the first half. As a three-pointer by Kate Scharf, short. Spearfish adding 10 points between the second and third quarters. Mahpiya Luta went from 28 to 43. And I wish I did really quick math skills, and I was good at that in high school, which I wasn't, but I know that outscored the Spartans in the third quarter.
28-43, 15 points.
This is why I have people like you around. In the middle of the lane, Haas high off the glass, no good. Getting her own rebound now. Here's Blunt, top the key three by herself, no good. Rebound, Mezdeth gets the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, not a lot of boxing there, not a lot of movement on defense. Everybody kind of stuck with their hands in their pockets a little bit for the Spartans. They get within 5 and then kind of let a little something go.
Mezdeth now up to 7 points, as now we got a timeout on the floor. We will, is it a full timeout? It is a full timeout. Well, we'll take one with them. As the fourth quarter coming up right here on, the ending of the fourth quarter coming up right here on KDSJ Sports.
Do-it-yourself made easy with help from Proline Equipment Rentals in Belfouche. Whether you're a full-fledged contractor or just taking care of some jobs around your home, Proline has the equipment you need. Lifts for any job, like scissor lifts, boom lifts, and man lifts, skid steers, trenchers, backhoes, and more. Step inside to find smaller tools for do-it-yourself projects like concrete work, painting, sewer repair, and more. Call 723-7677, click ProlineEquipmentRentals.com, or stop by off North Highway 85 in Belfouche today.
For over 20 years, there's been a better alternative for car repair in Spearfish and the Northern Black Hills. It's Auto Doctor, with their 2 ASC-certified mechanics who each have over 40 years of experience and their state-of-the-art facility. They'll treat your vehicle like it's theirs. From mechanical repairs, brakes, alignments, tires, AC work, and more, Auto Doctor also provides advanced diagnostics. From Audis to Volkswagens, if your car is ill, we're the pill. Auto Doctor off Exit 14, Heritage Drive, Spearfish.
After that timeout, free throw is good from Dorothy Mezdeth. Makes it a 49-38 contest. Red Cloud leading the Spartans. Again, after this contest, we'll have a brief KDSJ Sports postgame show. And we got a three-pointer by Spearfish, making it an 8-point contest.
Addie Bowman.
Bowman letting it fly from the arc. And shot no good by Red Cloud, and now Spearfish only down by 8.
Bowman with a rebound.
Bowman not really known for the three-point shooter for Spearfish, but in a game where points come out of premium, anyone can shoot the ball. Here's Dana, floater, good.
Big shot.
Josie Dana, after being quiet the entire first quarter.
Oh!
Gets her scoring total up, and now we got a turnover by the Crusaders.
Boy.
6-point ball game now.
Some life for Spearfish.
Just when you thought the Spartans were going to get run out of their hometown gym, guess what? They're right back in it, 6 points. They have trailed once in this game, and that was a three-pointer at the start of the game by Kate Scharf. Nothing else. Here's a Kate Scharf three. Good! Money!
And a timeout.
Timeout by the Crusaders. Give her 27 on the night.
Kate Scharf coming alive. Big kick out. That was a hard kick out by the Spartans to get it that far outside to where Scharf was, laying in the weeds, and she knocked it down.
Maybe a high, long pass isn't the worst thing in the world for Spearfish.
On a kick out, I'm good with that. But when you're trying to cross-court pass on a high pass at mid-court, all the defense has got to do is cheat a little bit, and they can pick those off, and that's what Red Cloud feasted on that in the first half. But when you drive down low, you drive the baseline, inevitably, whether you should or not, the defense sinks. And then that's when your lanes to the outside are open, and that's where Scharf got it, and bam, hit the three.
Kate Scharf again with 27 points on the night. In a game where Maya Kachutin was knocked out of the contest with a, I'm assuming, injury. As she has had battle and ankle injury this year. Here's
offensive foul. Illegal pick.
Wow. Foul will be called on Tobacco. Ironic. Tobacco doing illegal things in a public school. I wanted to use that one the whole night.
I knew that was coming. I just didn't know when.
Okay, back to action. Dana, ball knocked out of her hands momentarily. Tierson Grubb has it stolen away. It will stay with the Spartans.
Again, there was that cross-court pass attempt, and you could see the defense ready for it. They were ready to jump the pass, so it's actually lucky for Spearfish it never got that far.
Red Cloud, they are playing so high up on the court. Is now Bowman through the lane, over to Callie Reiners, three-pointer, and shot it on the wrong side of the
bucket. Got tipped. It looks like it got tipped.
Partially blocked. I was about to say, it's like the basket is on the front side of the glass, not the back.
I know she's a much better shot than that. So
if my three-point shot might have landed on the back of the glass, but that's why I don't play basketball, folks. Josie Dana top the key. Four on the shot clock. Dana needing to get rid of it. Here's Reiner's shot, and Dana couldn't get it off.
That's it. That's it. Whistle was blown. Shot clock violation. So a 3-point game. Now what have we got here?
I believe they'll take it out. Take it out on the side for the Crusaders. 3:27 left to go in the game. 49-46. Mahpiya Luta with 4 fouls into the game is Big Crow Hunter. Tabasco 3 misses everything, but Haas with a big rebound just throws up a shot. Reiners catches the ball but goes out of bounds.
She's wondering how she didn't get fouled, and there's still players trying to get up off the floor, so getting a little rough out there.
Good thing the Spartans are off for a week because they're going to need the break between Harrisburg, Grandin Valley, and then this Mahpiya Luta contest. As into the game now, and with the ball, that is Big Crow Hunter who leads the Crusaders with 17. But she has not scored a point since the first half. Again, playing with 4 fouls. Tobacco back outside the Blunt. She's got 15 on the night. Here's a corner 3. Misses everything, and rebound, Kate Scharf.
Now got to take care of the ball. And almost a turnover. Again, too long of passes. You got to cut down those long passes. You have to come to help your teammate out, not force them to have to throw a half-court pass.
Dana, bounce pass over. Kate Scharf, 3. Boom! She can't miss. 30 points for Kate Scharf, and it's a tie ball game.
Now a quick foul on Callie Reiners, I do believe.
You're going to be mad at me. I couldn't get that on replay.
That's okay.
It's all right. We got like 13 others to choose from.
She's got a few. That's not her first one.
30 points for Kate Scharf, and she tied the game at 49. First free throw for Haas is good. It's her 4th point of the night, but she's been doing most of her damage underneath. Breaks the tie at 50-49.
Now 2-point lead for Red Cloud.
Here comes.
Outside, it's Bowman. Josie Dana. Kick out. Oh, her teammate wasn't there. Bowman tried to cut, and Dana lost her, and it was a turnover.
So a turnover by the Spartans.
Clock ticking down, just over 2 minutes left.
Here's Tobacco. Back over to Mezdeth. Now Blunt. They want to get the ball, and it looks like the inside to Haas. Tobacco back atop the key. Here's Big Crow Hunter. Mezdeth through the lane all by herself and off the glass and good. As just the speed and athleticism from Red Cloud getting around the Spartans defenders. And now it's back out to a 4-point ball game. Bowman over to Dana. As now Spearfish underneath Tierson Grubb goes baseline. Will throw it back out straight to Big Crow Hunter. Now Blunt will run with it. Blunt cuts in front of Dana. Layup. It was tied at 49 apiece. And then on the other side, Josie Dana travels, trying to cross the timeline as she tried dribbling between 4 of the 5 defenders for Red Cloud. Again, it was tied at 49 apiece. It's now 55-49.
Wow, how quickly. And the clock ticking down, just over a minute.
Tobacco guarded by Bowman. Mezdeth and Blunt will be fouled by Josie Dana. Neither team is near the bonus yet. Spearfish with now 3 team fouls. 1 minute left to go in the game. And a quick foul on, I believe, Kate Scharf. Her second foul, and I believe that will force a timeout by Dakota Johnson and the Spearfish Lady Spartans. 59 seconds left to go in the game, and we got a good finish coming up for you guys here on KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and also online at KDSJ980.com. We're back in a minute for the conclusion of this girls varsity matchup.
The Gold-Dust Casino invites you to try the new menu items now being offered at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. Watch the action as you dine inside the Gold-Dust Casino with tables overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 210 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. And use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddustdeadwood.com.
Are you looking to start your new year with a new career? Pipeline Plastics in Belfouche is hiring extrusion and grinder technicians for day and night shifts. If you like the idea of working 6 months and getting paid for the full year, go online to pipe.us/careers and apply now. No experience necessary. They offer competitive pay starting at $20 an hour, great benefits, and much more, including quarterly bonuses. Go online to pipe.us/careers or call 605-892-0500 to apply today. Again, that's pipe.us/careers.
No matter what life throws in.
And after that timeout, Mahpiya Luta looking to just run out the clock and send Spearfish now to the free throw line as Addie Bowman picks up her 3rd foul of the game. 3 points, 3 fouls for number 3. And that will send Mezdeth to the line, who connects on her first free throw.
Yeah, Spartans' only choice is to foul here at the end of this one and try to get the ball back. Second one good.
Mezdeth goes 2 for 2 from behind the line. It's now 49-57, and Mahpiya Luta, I mean, why would you go away from it? They are just going to keep putting on the pressure. Bowman inside, Kirk Force stolen away. She tried throwing in between 3 Crusader defenders, and that will force Kate Scharf to make a quick foul. As I believe that during this off week, I don't think I would be too out of left field to say this, Paul, but I believe facing a zone pressure defense will be on the Spartans' practice schedule for the next few weeks.
Yes, they'll have to work on how they break that, how they move the ball with the defense that's overplaying to try to trap your guards. That was pretty much the now we're going to have one of the Spartans dipping out of there late, and it's going to be a lane violation. Yep.
Well, that's not quite how the Spartans drew it up, as Callie Reiners thinks she got a little too ambitious with the box out, and that gives Blunt another opportunity to make up for her missed free throw, and she does.
It was a lane violation. Addie Bowman ran out after the ball had been thrown to the free throw shooter.
Now with 30 seconds left to go in the game, Red Cloud will look to go now to 11-0 as Callie Reiners misses everything on a 3. Now here's Kate Scharf. She's short on everything. And out of bounds is Callie Reiners, as I believe head coach Dakota Johnson will call off the Dogs. So now with 12 seconds left to go in the game, Mahpiya Luta, they will advance to 11-0 on the year. And again, at number 2 ranked in Class A, and they proved why. They were held underneath their season total, their season average of 70 points a game, but they still did enough to beat a surging Spearfish squad. Tonight here in Spearfish, your final for the girls varsity matchup, 59-49, a 10-point win for the Red Cloud Crusaders.
Yeah, the Crusaders, they did get a scare there. I mean, they looked to, at times, be to the point where they were going to kind of run away with it, where it was going to be 20, 25 points. And then all of a sudden, Spearfish would surge back. And Kate Scharf, really doing well. Main scorer, hitting the most points, hitting those three-pointers outside, and a couple times hitting layups. So really had a complete game for her.
As we have reached the conclusion of the girls basketball matchup, we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with our KDSJ Sports postgame show. As I'll recap this action and gets you started for the boys matchup coming up next, right here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV.
See them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base sports nutrition program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Vehicles today are complicated and expensive. The professionals at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Spearfish are here to guide you through everything automotive. From cars, trucks, and SUVs to parts and repairs, Junix takes the confusion out of automobile ownership. Enjoy the ride with Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Family owned since 1931 on West Jackson in Spearfish.
In for Cody Oliver with KDSJ Sports Tonight, it's Clayson Davis and Paul James up atop the Spearfish High School gym at the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Your final in the girls varsity matchup, it's the number 2 ranked team in Class A, Mahpiya Luta Lady Crusaders 59, Spearfish 49, as Spearfish will now fall to 5-4 on the year. Mahpiya Luta adding to a dominant season. They now go up to 11-0. As it's the KDSJ Sports Postgame Report here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV. We'll have a very quick and brief postgame as we will look at scoring for both teams, name our superior performer, brief look at the scoreboard and get you ready to go for the boys' side of things here tonight in Spearfish. As folks watching and potentially listening on KDSJ-TV, after this segment, we'll end our stream and we'll pick you guys back up on the boys stream on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. So for those after this segment, head to KDSJ-TV on YouTube or stay tuned to our Facebook page to pick up the action there. Scoring for both teams at the end of the first quarter is 17-5. Spearfish really couldn't get anything going on the offensive side of the ball, but in the second quarter, they came out firing due to Kate Scharf, who had herself, I would venture to say, a career high in points, Paul.
It could very well be. I don't know for sure. I don't have that stat, but she was the one that was the go-to. She was the one hitting the big shots. She was the one able to run the court, hit some layups when they needed them. And, without her tonight, they would have been hurting big time. So,
as Kate Scharf finished with 30 points on the night.
Yeah.
Unofficially. But it was 28-23 at the halftime. Then Red Cloud, Mahpiya Luta, they really flexed their muscles in the third quarter, going up 43-33. Getting the game back out to a 10-point lead. And then Kate Scharf 3 tied the game up at 49 apiece. And then Spearfish didn't score another point in the fourth quarter as Mahpiya Luta added 10 more points onto that total, and they win by 10, 59-49. Your final on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard.
One thing I will say for Spearfish, you don't want moral victories, but one thing you got to look at and say, look at how badly we took care of the ball, and we were tied with 2-3 minutes to go.
That's exactly right.
We had a terrible start to the game. We had a terrible third quarter, but yet we still got ourselves to a position where we tied the game. And obviously it did not go Spearfish's way tonight, but even in a situation where it wasn't their greatest tonight, where they didn't have their best, they still were able to be there and had a chance at actually taking the game tonight late in the game. So if you want to find something positive in it, if they can clean up a few of those turnovers, and there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
Then a lot different outcome could have been had tonight.
Most definitely. Again, look at the final. Red Cloud beating Spearfish 59-49. Our superior performer of the game being brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Give them a call at 605-642-9111 or see their inventory online at superiorsd.com. And I don't think you need two guesses to know who that goes to. It's going to Kate Scharf. 30 points on the night for Spearfish. I'm going to go ahead and say it's career high. I don't have that stat, so I cannot confirm nor deny that. But 30 points, we haven't seen any Spearfish Spartan go over 29 points on the year, and Kate Scharf's the first to do it, especially with Micah shooting out of the game. She only had 3 points in the game, leading scorer for the Spartans. But Kate Scharf picked up the slack as she dropped 30 on the Crusaders in the loss, as she is awarded our superior performer, being brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. You can go vote for your favorite superior performer of the month on our website at KDSJ-TV for December. That'll do it for the girls' action. In 2 minutes, we'll come back to the Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off on the boys' side. That's coming up next on KDSJ Radio. We'll catch you on the boys' side of things on KDSJ-TV.